Okay, so I hope it's okay now. I don't know suddenly what happened. Okay, so okay, we'll continue. Ma ismuka, what is your name? Okay, so now we have a second person word in the sentence, so we need to bring those rules. The rule says, is there a verb? No, there is a no verb. Is there a tense? No, there is nothing as tense. Okay, is there a person? Yes, we see there is a person here. It says, what is your name? So your name is referring to a second person. Okay, so the rule says if the question is in second person, your answer should be in first person. So you have to use the word my or I. It should be a first person. So that's why you will say ismi, and then just write your name. Ismi Muhammad, Ismi Ahmed, like this. Okay, so this is it. Now this is for the word ma. Let's move to the next one, which is man. Now man means who. So the only difference, as we said, is living thing or non-living thing. So the word man means who, and there is no difference with the from the previous one. All the things which you took care in this topic, the word ma, with this word, same things you have to take care here. The only difference is this is for living thing. Who, this is for living thing. Okay, now let's say if I have someone who is an engineer. So engineer in Arabic we call it as muhandis. Okay, this means engineer. So again, you want okay, you want to make a question or an answer. So since this is a male word, it does not end with ta, that ta marbuta. So what we will do is, so you will say man, and then since this is male, so you will use the ishara which is for male, and for single male the ishara is hada, man hada. Okay, because we have one engineer in front of us, or about whom we are asking. So your answer will be hada muhandis. Okay, so what if we have two engineers in front of us? Two engineers, same, they are male. So you will say man, and then use the word which is for dual, the ishara which is for dual, man hadan. So your answer will be hadan, and then muhandisan, adding alif noon, nothing new here. Okay, what if we have more than two, or like three, or more than three? So here you will see, you will wait, this is the plural form. Is engineer a living thing or a non-living thing? So yes, engineer is a living thing. So here we will use the word haula. Okay, man haula, and then your answer will be haulai. Okay, what is the plural for muhandis, engineer, male engineer? It's muhandisun, just the addition of waw noon. Okay, so that's it. This was for male engineer. What if there is a female engineer? Okay, so the word is muhandis, but with the addition of ta, so it will be muhandisa. Okay, this is for female engineer, muhandisa. Same rules you will follow here. Single, you will say a man, but since this is female, so you will use the ishara, the word which is for female, man hadihi, and your answer will be hadihi muhandisa. Okay. Okay, similarly for dual case, man, but now you will say hatan, because these are two female engineers. So your answer will be hatan muhandisatan. Okay, and same for plural. Man haula. So you will say haulai muhandisat. Addition of alif ta. Okay, so this is for the word who. Now there is nothing new. The only thing is this is for living thing. Okay, now coming to the third one, which is aina. Whenever you want to ask about a place, about a location, so you will use the word aina. Okay, aina means where. Okay, now if I want to ask like where is the pen? Yes, okay, where is the pen? So the question says, or let's go with book. Aina al-kitab. Anyways, both of them will be same. So you want to ask where is the book? This is what you will write. Aina al-kitab. That's it. Now, suppose if you want to answer the book is on the chair or on the table. Let's say on the chair. So you will say al-kitab. For on, we know the preposition is fawqa, like on top of the chair, fawqa, and then just write the word al-kursi, which means chair. So that's it. Aina is also simple. And why these words are very simple? Because we'll go to the trick again. They don't have verb. So if we check with the tense, does this question has any tense? No, there is no tense. Is there any person here? No, there is no person here. Is it single? Yes, it has singular form, so that's why we have to use the same single form in the sentence, in the answer. Let's say in this trick I use person, because here we can use person in it, first person or second person. If I want to ask you where do you live? Yes, so the exercise is where do you live? Okay, Aina taskun. This is the word in Arabic. Where do you live? So the question is where do you live? Now the answer for this one will be, okay, now for answer again, keep those 4 steps in front of you. Okay, hopefully I think you will memorize them. Don't put them in the chits. Okay, so I think this is clear like this. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so search for verb, first one. No, there is no verb here. Okay, search for tense. No, there is no tense. Is there any person used in the sentence? Yes, we did use a person, and we used the word, we use second person. Where do you live? Okay, Aina taskun. Okay, now the answer should have first person. So you will say I live in Muharraq. So you will say your answer should have a first person. Now this verb, if you go to the table of pronouns, I think better if I bring it. Yes, so your question was in second person, where do you live, and this is what we added in the beginning of second. So we use this word Aina taskun. Second actually means to live, and when you add ta in the beginning, so this means you are asking from a second person and a male person, because you only added ta in the beginning. Okay, so Aina taskun, it's second person, present tense, and one male. Okay, so now your answer should be in same present tense but first person. Since your question was in second person, your answer should be in first person. Okay, so now if we go to first person, this is the first person present tense, so we meet up here, singular. This was for one male, this is for one person. I want to talk about myself only. So this is where you will, this is the what you will use. So it will be ana, and then with the verb you have to use the table. So you will say askunu, and then same in muharraq, so fi al muharraq. Okay, so it's like this. One more example I think I should give for this one. Okay, one more example is, let's say if I want to say where did you play, where did you play? So in Arabic this will be, where will be aina. Okay, now see, this is in past tense, where did you play? So you will say aina and then la'abta. Now how did I write this word la'abta? This is also using the table. The original verb is la'iba. Okay, so I want to ask to a second person, where did you play? So second person past tense. Okay, second person past tense, the rule says, okay, I want to ask to a single person, single male, just add ta in the end. Okay, that's why in this table for past tense you will see the words are here, and for present tense you will see the words are in the beginning, so you will know like where to add them, in the end or in the beginning. So this is in the end, add this ta, so that's why I added this ta, ayna la'abta. Okay, now again go back to this table. My answer should be in first person. Okay, if we see these rules, these steps. Okay, is there any verb? Yes, there is a verb here now. Okay, so we have to take care of the verb. Is there any tense in this sentence? Yes, there is a tense, it's in past tense. Okay, so if the question is in past tense, my answer should also be in past tense. Okay, so this is one thing confirmed for us. My answer should be in past tense. This is number one for me, or you can say condition number two. One is, yes, there is a verb. Third one is, my question is in second person, so my answer should be in first person. And the fourth one is it singular or dual or plural? Yes, I'm asking to a person who is standing in front of me, just one boy, so it's singular. My answer should also be in singular form. So you have to see these three conditions, in these three things in your answer. Okay, this is like how you will go step by step. Okay, so the doctor gives you a question, ayna la'abta. Okay, now my answer should be in past tense. Okay, let me go to the table. So wait, do you see this? Okay, my answer should be in past tense. Just a minute. I hope this is okay. This is much better. Okay, so I have to work with the column of past tense. Since like we already know this is past tense, ignore the present tense column. Now the only thing is we have to take care of past tense. Present tense table column will be ignored. Okay, so now I have to only work in this past tense. Okay, what person is it? Since the question is in second person, my answer should be in first person. Okay, so in this column, third person I will ignore, second person also I will ignore. I will only go with the first person. Okay, so now things are getting more easy. Past tense and only first person. So this is where I have to play now. Okay, now is it singular, dual or plural? Yes, it's singular. So for singular I have to use ana. Okay, ana, and your verb should be like this. So what you will do is you will say like ayna la'abta. So you will say ana. Let's say if I want to say I played in the playground. Yeah, playground is also okay. So you will say ana from here, and then this is the original verb with ta in the end. So you will say ana la'abtu, and then you will say in the playground, fi al mal'ab, or if you want to say in the garden, fi al hadiqa, or if you want to say in the house, fi al bayt. No, not in the house, we don't want to break things. Anyways, you got the idea for this one. Okay, so this is how you go with the steps. First thing is you search for the verb. If there is a verb, then there are three things you have to fulfill. The tense of question and answer should be same. Person, you know what changes we have to make, and if it's singular form, your answer should be singular. It's dual, dual, plural, and plural. Okay, so this was with the word aina. Now coming to the fourth one, which is yes, mata. So this is mata. Okay, mata means where. Now sorry, mata means when. Sorry, yeah, when. So here this is when you want to ask about a time. Like if you want to say when did you go to school or when did you wake up, so you will use this word mata. Now let's say if I want to say a question, same like from the PDF which I sent in the group, I want to say when did you go to the garden. When did you go to the garden? So what I will do is mata. Okay, this is a question, so there should be, this is the second person. When did you go to the garden? So you will say mata dhahabta, because this is past tense. Okay, ilal hadiqa. Now keep this thing in mind. Even for making sentences, it's not like you have to memorize them. Even for making sentences, we can use tables. So making questions as well as making the answers also, you can use the table. Now what I did here was, meta is the questioning tool. I cannot do anything with that. That we have to keep it as it is. Now I want to say, when did you go to the garden? Okay, so because did is there, this question is in past tense. I'll go to this table. I will only focus on this column, ignore the present tense, just past tense. Okay, which person does it have? It has you, second person. Okay, so now in the past tense, I will ignore first person, also I will ignore third person. I have to only work with second person. Okay, second also we have so many cases. What to do? It says, when did you go to the garden? So I'm asking one single person. Okay, so this is it, one male or one female. If you want to ask for a male, follow this procedure. If you want to ask for a female, from a female, follow this cell of the table. Okay, so since I'm asking from a boy, so what I did was I said mata, and then the verb is dhahaba, addition of ta fatha. That's it. Mata dhahabta ila al-hadiqa. This fatha, even if you don't put it in the test, hopefully inshallah nothing to worry about. Better if you not put, maybe someone might mistaken like write it wrong. Okay, so mata dhahabta ila al-hadiqa. Again, bring those trick of 4 steps. Where is my sentence? Okay, search for the verb. Is there any verb? Yes, there is a verb. Okay, is there any tense? Yes, I see this question is in past tense. Okay, so my first condition is satisfied. Second condition says question is in past tense, my answer should also be in past tense. Okay, what about third condition? It says check the person. So my question is having a second person. When did you go to the garden? My answer should be having a first person. So my answer should have a first person. And the last step is it single, dual or plural? Yes, I am talking to a one single boy, so it's single. Now these one is already there. These 3 things, number 2, 3 and 4, this should be there in your answer. Okay, so mata dhahabta ila al-hadiqa. Now suppose if you want to say I went to the garden on Friday. So what you will say, open this table. Okay, past tense. Okay, go to the column of past tense, ignore the table, the column of present tense. It's first person. Okay, so ignore these two also. Second person no need, third person get lost, only first person. Okay, what is the case? Single, dual, or plural? It's a single case. Okay, so even plural is gone. The only thing left is this one, ana. So what I will say is ana, I, and the same thing, change in the verb will be based on this cell of the table. So ana ذهبت إلى الحديقة. Okay, so you said I went to the garden. The question says when did you go to the garden? Just add anything. You want to say I went to the garden Friday, on Friday, just add, wait a minute, just add Yawmul Jumu'ah. You want to say morning, say Sabahan. You want to say 9 o'clock, you say as-sa'a 9. Okay? Okay? So it's simple. The only thing that you have to play around is these 4 steps: verb and pronoun. Otherwise, rest everything is easy and you can write whatever you want. Okay? Okay, so mata is also done. And now coming to the next word, which is kaifa. Okay. Same steps, nothing new. The only thing new here we have is the word itself. Kaifa means how. And when I use the word how, so I am asking about situation or something like this. Okay. So, okay. Same again, open the PDF if you can. In PDF we have many questions. I'll try to go through one of them. Okay, so in PDF the third question, the third sample which I sent you, it says, I'll write here also, so those students who don't have the PDF, they can also understand. It says, how did you travel to Bahrain? Okay, how did you, like I'm now referring to plural, a group of people, like how did you all travel to Bahrain? Okay, so this is the word. Okay, now in Arabic, if I want to make a question, okay, go to the tricks. So my question, this is what my question should have and this is what my answer should have. Okay, my question, does it have a verb? Yes. First condition is there, travel, this is the verb. Second condition is there any tense? Yes, the word did, so it says this is the past tense in question. Okay, person, which person is used in the question? You, it's a second person. Okay, step number 4, which case is this, single, dual, or plural? No, now it's new thing, now it's a plural case. Okay, now what my answer should have, same as English language, this will be one. Yeah, we have a verb, we should have a verb in our answer. Since question is in past tense, our answer should also be in past tense. Okay, now since question is second person, our answer should be first person. So now you see it's opposite. Okay, step number 4, question is in plural form, my answer should also be in plural form. I cannot change this thing, single to plural, I cannot make it like this. Plural should be plural. Okay, now let's make a question first and then we'll make the answer. So this is, I want to say now, how did you travel to Bahrain? How is kaifa, that's simple. Okay, bring that table here. So it's past tense. Okay, go to the table column of past tense, ignore the present tense. Okay, it's second person. Okay, so we will be focusing on only this part, ignore the first and third. Second person, which case is this? Is it, okay, so second person. Now fourth step, is it single, dual, or plural? Now our case is plural. Okay, so single also out, dual also out, only case is plural. So now what you will say, kaifa. Okay, so this is the verb that you will use. Write the verb. Travel means safara, but with that verb you have to add ta and mim in the end, so this will be safartum. That's it. Okay, so how did you travel? Then everything is simple, to Bahrain, ila al-Bahrain. Okay, okay, now going to the answer. Yes, my answer should have a verb. My verb should be in past tense. Okay, ignore the present tense table. The third step says it should be first person. Okay, so second person and third person, please don't disturb us now. So we'll go to the first person only. Which case is this? Single, dual, or plural? Okay, so it's a plural case. So now we cannot use ana. This is single. So we have to use nahnu. Okay, so nahnu, this is now our answer. So it says, how did you like all travel to Bahrain? So your answer will be nahnu. Write the original verb safara. The change in that verb is addition of noon alif in the end. Nahnu safarna, and then rest everything is same. Ila al-Bahrain. Okay, now check, is your answer complete or incomplete? Question says, how did you travel to Bahrain? Answer says, we traveled to Bahrain. Something is missing. Okay, so now you have to say like through plane. Okay, through plane, or let's say through car if you are coming from Saudi Arabia. So let's say through car. So what you will do is, in the preposition table which I just showed you now in the beginning, so you see for test 2 doctor taught you 3 new things, 3 new words in preposition. So this word we want to say, we traveled to Bahrain through car or by car. So this is the preposition which you will use, ba alif. Okay, so this will be ba alif with kasra, and then same as-sayyara, bis-sayyara. Okay, so this is how we solve this question. Okay, so kaifa is also done. Now next thing is limadha. Okay, so I'll be a bit fast. Limadha. Limadha means why, and when I'm writing limadha, I am expecting for a reason in the answer. Okay, why? Okay, let's again, you want to make a question. Why did Bilal read the book? Or no, I think better if we now go with some present tense. We need to check that also. This is a sentence, why are you reading book? Okay, so now we have to make a question and answer as well. Okay, now why am I going this way is because once you know how to make a question and also you know how to make the answer, so no matter whatever doctor brings from this topic, if he gives a question and he asks you for an answer, or opposite way, he gives you the answer and he asks for a question, so you can solve it both ways, opposite way also and the straight way also. Okay, so let's say if I want to say, why are you reading book? Okay, so my question, first step, yes, it has a verb reading. Second step says, I'll bring this table again. Second step says, is there a tense? Yes, it's in present tense. Okay, third step says, which person? It's a second person. Okay, is it single, dual, or plural? So it's a single case. I'm asking from a single person. Okay, what should my answer have? It should also have a verb. Okay, the tense should be present tense, same as the question. If the question has second person, my answer should have first person. And the fourth step is single. Okay, we cannot make a single, dual, or plural. Okay, let's make a question. Why are you reading book? Bring that table. Okay, so it says, why will be limadha. Okay, so yes, my question is present tense, so we'll ignore the past table. It's second person. Okay, so we will focus only on second person, ignore the first and third. It's single case. Okay, so in single we have single, male or female. Now any one you choose, it's okay. I think better if we go with female now, because we have been going a lot with males. Let's give some chance to the females also. So why are you reading book? Present tense, second person, single. Female case, the verb should be like this. So لماذا, this word reading, or let's say, yeah, this is also okay. So read is قرأ. Now what I have to do is same verb, add ta in the beginning, copy the original verb, and then add ya nun in the end. لماذا تقرأين, and then الكتاب. Why are you reading book? Okay, now what should my answer have? Again, open this one. So it should have a verb. Yeah, that's fine. Present tense. Okay, so we'll ignore the past column. First person. Okay, so second and third we'll ignore them. Only first person. Single case. Okay, so single. Okay, so single case is this one. So what you will say is first person start with ana, and single case write the original verb with only alif in the beginning. So you will say aqra'u. Okay, ana aqra'u al-kitab. Okay, now is my answer complete or incomplete? Question says, why are you reading book? The girl replies, ana aqra'u al-kitab, I am reading book. She didn't mention the reason. Okay, again, for completing the answer we have to use some preposition. So let's say I want to say I am reading book to study. Okay, to study. So since you are mentioning the reason, so again I'll bring those prepositions. So we want to use some reason. For reason we have because, so, to. So I have to use this. I'm using this to here. So what I will do is I will use this word as a preposition. Study is adrusu. I study. But since I want to say in the form of a reason, like to study, so it will be ana aqra'u al-kitab, lam, and then kasra. Rest everything is same. Copy paste. Li adrusu. The only change is addition of lam, because this will be like a preposition. Alright, so this is for limada. Going to the next one is kam. Okay, kam is very simple. I think maybe we don't need to go through kam because it's very simple. Like yeah, I think I will skip kam. We need to save time also, and it's very simple. And if in the PDF also, I'll resend it again today inshallah. It has a simple rule, very simple rule. So maybe it will take you 20 seconds or 30 seconds and you will understand it. The only thing is you have to add numbers. This thing maybe you will get more clarification in Chem when we do the topic of counting and numbers. Okay, now moving to the last one, hell. Okay, now hell means is or did or do. Okay, so for hell also there is one special case which I will cover here. Everything else is same for hell as we did for other things. Those trick of 4 steps, this one same thing, no changes there. Like if I say did you go to the school? Okay, so what I will do is, yes, there is a verb, question, there is a verb. Okay, I want to say did you go to the school, so it's past tense and it has a second person, did you go. I'm asking from a single person, so it's singular case. So your answer should be as we like studied here. Okay, first person, answer should be in first person, past tense and singular form. So هل ذهبت إلى المدرسة, did you go to the school? So you will say نعم, just نعم means yes. So there is نعم which means yes, and then there is لا which means no. Okay, so نعم means yes, and then you will just say أنا ذهبت إلى المدرسة. Now how did I do this one? Same thing, I followed the table, nothing new or nothing special extra. I followed the same table. You also, once you follow the same table, you will get this answer. Now as we said, in hell our answer should have a yes or a no. Okay, so that's why you have to add na'am or like la in the beginning. Follow the same rules, everything is same. There is only one special case in this thing. Like suppose if the question has two things, okay, keep this thing in mind. If the question has two things, number one, it's in past tense. Number two, you want to answer it in negative form, not in affirmative form. Okay, you want to answer it in no. Then there is one word which you have to use, and that is lam. Lam means I did not. Okay, so this is the meaning of lam. This is you have to use. Now when do you have to use? We'll take the same question. هل ذهبت إلى المدرسة? Okay, same question. I don't want to repeat it. Same question. Did you go to the school? Okay, this sentence is in past tense. Yes, okay. And I want to answer it in negative form. Okay, so these two things are there. Now I can work on it here. So I will say la first. Okay, la is, it should be there, na'am or la. Then like what I want to say is no, I did not go to the school. Okay, now see in English, grammatical wise, if there is a word did, this did, if you are using this word did in a sentence, the verb which you are using, it should always be in first form. I cannot say I did not went to the school. I did not went to the school, this is wrong. I must always say I did not go to the school. Okay, so this is the rule in English. Same rule applies for Arabic also. So you will say la and then lam. So lam means I did not. Then you will say go. So go in present tense is, past tense is dhahaba, in present tense is adhhab. La lam adhhab ila al-madrasa. Now because of this lam, this answer is in past tense, because the meaning of this one is I did not. Okay, so don't go directly to the verb here and consider it as a present tense. No, because of lam we made it present tense, although it's the full answer is in past tense. Okay, so this is one rule which you have to take care of. I will give one more example. Let's say if I say hal darasta, did you study? Hal darasta ad-dars, did you like study the lesson or the topic, anything? If you want to answer it in affirmative positive form, you will say na'am ana darastu ad-dars. That will be simple. But if I want to answer this in negative form, so I will say la. Now okay, why am I adding lam? Because of two things. Keep this thing in mind. Question is in past tense. Okay, question is in past tense and I want to write the answer in negative form. So la lam adrus ad-dars. Okay, so that's it for this one. Similarly, I think better now if we go opposite. I give you an answer in this form and you have to make a question. So let's say if I would say no, I did not play. La lam al'ab. Okay, lam al'ab al-kura, I did not play football or anything. Okay, so this is no, I did not play football. This is in past tense. Now if I want to make a question, okay, this sentence is it in past tense or present tense? Because of lam, this is in past tense. Okay, how will the question be? Hal should be there, it's obvious. Then past tense, hal la'abta al-kura. That's it, you are asking to a second person, like did you play football? And then he will reply as in first form, as in first person, no, I did not play. Okay, so this is for hell. Now the last thing, which is numbers and counting. Okay, so yesterday was a very confusing day for all of us. Many of you were asking questions. Okay, so now see, in Arabic there are some rules, and some rules are there which in our course we don't have time to go through them. Some rules, because they need 3 or 4 sessions just to understand that rule. So in this topic I try to simplify as much as I can with the help of some of other friends. Just give me 1 minute. Which topic number is this one? Six. I think this is the 7th one which we are doing. Anyways, you will figure it out. So this is counting and numbers. By the way, if you're having any question, you can message also, and message me on WhatsApp also. I will see if it's possible. Anyways, this thing. So in numbers we have 2 categories. One thing is for number 1 and 2. This is a different category, or like one category, and the other one is from 3 to 10. Okay, now there are some rules in this one, that 1 to 2, 3 steps are there. You can say 2 to 3 steps. Similarly for 3 to 10, there are different steps for that one. Okay. Yeah, by the way, I will not go with numbers and their pronunciation. I am expecting everyone knows numbers from 1 to 10, and every number has a male version as well as a female version. Wahid is a male version of number 1. If I want to say it in female version, wahidah, with the addition of this ta. Okay. If you want to make it in male, just remove this ta, so it will be wahid. Same goes for everything, all the numbers. Number 2, number 3 until number 10. Okay. But number 2 has something special, so we will focus on that one. Okay, so number 1 and 2, the first rule that we have here is, if the number is in male form, the number is male, the noun or anything which you are referring to, because you are counting, no? So you will say like 1 book, 2 books, or 1 table, 2 table, 1 pen, 2 pens. So that thing or that noun which you are counting, it should also be in male version. So this is first step. Second, okay, similarly it's opposite also. If the number is in female version, that thing which you are counting should also be in female version. Okay. Okay, so second, this was, I think I should go more below. This was first step. Second step is the order. Now when you are writing like anything, any number 1 to 2, so your noun should come first, and then will come your number. Your number should be second after the noun. Okay, so this is the second step, and yes, these are the only 2 steps. For 3 to 10, it's the opposite case. Whatever you see here, it's the opposite here. First step is, if the number is in male version, your thing or that noun which you are counting, the thing which we are counting, it will be in female version. Okay. Similarly, opposite of this one, if the number is in female version, that thing which you are counting, it will be in male version. Okay, female and male. First step is this one. Second step is the order. Like, what should be the order of that one? So order, yes, it will be opposite of 1 and 2. So here the number should come first. Okay, number should come first and the noun should come second, meaning like after. This will be before and this will be after. Okay, let's take an example for this one. Suppose for 1 and 2, if I want to say 1 pen or 2 cars. Okay, so these are examples. Similarly here also we will go with examples. Now let's first focus on this one. Number is in male, thing should also be in male. Now pen in Arabic, is it male or female? So pen is male. Okay, so now just keep this word in mind, somewhere in your mind, anywhere. Qalam. Okay, don't write the full answer, this is just in anywhere in your mind. Qalam. Okay, this is male, so the number 1, it should also be in male. First step is okay, it's clear for us. Second step is order. My noun should come first and my number should come after. So if I want to say 1 pen, noun should come first, qalam, this should come first, and then is the place of number. So then I will write number. Okay, now is it satisfying the two conditions? Check again. Number is in male, thing is also in number is in male, that thing which we are counting is also in male version, and the order is correct, first noun then number. Okay, so this is for pens, 1 pen. What if I say 2 cars? Now again, car in Arabic is sayyara. Keep this thing in the back of your mind somewhere. Sayyara, is it a male or a female? It's a female. Okay, go to the first step. Number is female, that thing should the thing is female which I am counting, so the number should also be female. So now if I have started this thing, let me first go to this one. Number 2, the doubt was this one. I'm clarifying the doubt now. For number 2, either you can say ithnan or ithnain, doesn't matter, it will be both are acceptable. And this is for male. What if we want to use it for female? Then in place of ithnan, after this noon we have to add 1 ta, so it will be ithnatan. You see, after the noon there is addition of ta. Same thing here, after this first noon add 1 ta, so ithnatain. Okay, so this is how it will work for female. So these 2 are for male, these 2 are for female. Okay, now when to use this ending of alif noon and when to use this ending of ya noon? Use it any time as you wish. Okay, any time, and wherever you want to use it for two, whatever you want to use from both of them, use any of them. In real Arabic language, this word ya noon has some very deep rules, but it's not possible for us to cover here, and maybe we will not even get that the rules. It will take a lot of time to understand. So what we can do is go with any one of them, and both of them are acceptable. If you want to use a male, either use ithnan, ithnain, both are inshallah acceptable. If you want to use it for female, ithnatan, ithnatain, both of them are acceptable. Okay, so now back to our example. Okay, 2 cars. Okay, so cars is sayyara, 1 car, but since I want to use 2 cars, so my answer should come something sayyaratan. Now this thing I am thinking of it in the back of my mind, sayyaratan. Okay, number should come first, then will come the thing. Okay, so number, so ithnain should come first. Okay, number is in male, number is in male, thing should be in male, but since our number is in female, sayyara, so thing will also be in female. Sayyara is a thing which is in female version, so our number will also be in female version, so we will use the female version. ithnatan or ithnatain, any one of them, both are acceptable. Okay, this one I'll bring it down. So suppose if I want to say ithnatan or ithnatain, okay, both of them are acceptable. I will make sentences with both of them. Okay, the order says noun should come first, then will be the number. Okay, now what should I do? Noun should come first. This is sayyara, but since doctor is asking me for 2 cars, so I will write sayyaratan. Okay, noun is coming first, and then I will write ithnatan. Okay, what if I want to use this thing? Oh, sorry, it's not clear. Yeah, what if I want to use the second one? So what you will do is, sayyara is single car, just add ya noon. Sayyaratain, so this also means 2 cars. Sayyaratain and then ithnatain. Okay, if you are getting confused here or anything happens to you, like during the test you got confused or you are not getting the thing, check these 2 steps. First step is, if my number is in male, or since we are in female case, let's go with this one. If my number is in female, that thing should be in female, or if my thing is in female, the number should be in female. Since sayyara is a female word, so it's a thing or noun which we are counting, so my number should also be in female form. Okay, so that's why I will ignore this table of male and I will go only with female. Okay, now 2 cars. Ithnatan, ithnatain, any one of them I can use. With ithnatan, I will use sayyaratan. With ithnatain, I will use sayyaratain. But what is the order? That I can know from the second step. Noun should come first, number should come second. Okay, so noun is first here and then is the number. Sayyaratan, ithnatan. Here also noun first, number second. Sayyaratain, ithnatain. Okay, so this is how we will go. I think we might need some extra time because these topics are important and almost it's 11. You will have to tolerate a little bit more. Okay, so example for now, let's come to the counting number 3 to 10. Okay, so these are the 2 conditions. Whatever you want to do, these are the 2 conditions with which you have to play. So let's say if I tell you 3 chairs and chair is a male. I want some female example also so we get more clarification. 8, any female word which you can write in the comment section, any female. Table is done. I think we'll go with table. 8 tables. Let's go with tables. It's okay. Okay, so this is number 1, this is number 2. Solution of number 1. So chairs. Okay, so chairs is, okay, so someone wants tree. Okay, let's go with trees. Trees will be okay. Okay, so first we'll solve with chairs. Now see, first condition is, check the first condition. If the thing is in female version, your number should be in male version, and if the thing is in male version, your number should be in female version. Let's go to the thing. We have chairs and it's in plural form. Okay, I will write singular and like we should write first thing of the word in singular form. Singular is kursi for this one and singular is shajara for this one. Okay, so first thing is, this first step, chair, is it a male or female? Yes, chair is kursi, so it refers to a male word. Where is the thing? Yes, thing is male, so my number should be female. Okay, so first thing is clear. Whatever I do, the number 3, it should be in female version, which means I have 2 options from thalath or thalatha. Now I cannot use the male version because the thing is in male version, my number should be in female version. So I will cancel this one this is acceptable, thalatha. Okay, so this is thalatha. This thing is clear. Okay, what is the order? Order is my number should come first and then should be the turn of noun. Okay, so my number should come first, thalathat, and then comes the noun. Okay, so the noun is chair, but wait, we cannot write kursi. Why? Because kursi means one chair and kursiyan means two chair. Now we are in the section of plural form, 3 to 10. So we have to use the plural word of that one, karasi, thalathat karasi. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, now coming to the second one. Again, same steps. First one, is my thing male or female? Trees, the singular of trees is shajara, which means one tree. Okay, so in this one, since this is female, my number should be in male. So let's go with the word number 8. Now number 8, we have two cases, male version, female version. Female version says thamaniya and male version says thamani. Okay, so as we know, thamani. Okay, so this is thamani and thamani. So first step, my noun, the thing which I'm counting, it's in female. Thing is in female. Just a minute. Thing is in female, my number should be male. Okay, so I cannot use the female version. Sorry, I have to reject you and I will accept the male one. This is acceptable. Okay, so you will write thamani. But wait again. What is the order? My number should come first and then is the turn of noun. Okay, so my number is thamani. Okay, this is thamani. And then what is the noun? Shajara. Okay, but shajara means one tree. What if we have two trees? It will be shajaratan, because this is a dual case. Now what about plural? Which word can we use for plural? Okay, so now doctor, he as I heard, he gave you two words for the tree. One is shajar and one is ashjar. Okay, so you can use any one of them, thamani shajar or thamani ashjar, anyone you can use. Let's go with the second one, thamani ashjar, because as far as I remember, I saw in the notes, doctor gave you these two words. So thamani ashjar. So that's it. This is how we solve any question from this topic. Okay, now I gave one trick in the lecture, in the revision session for this one also, and most of you might have figured it out, but let me write it again, so inshallah things get more clear for us. Okay, so the trick says, for numbers and counting, okay, this is the topic. The trick for number and counting. Please don't write these tricks in the chits. I don't want all the sins to be on me. Use it in positive form. Okay, so let's go with the tricks. The trick says we have to take care of three things. Number one, gender of noun. Check the gender of noun. Okay. Number two says check the order. Okay, and number three says check the gender of number, the number which you are using. So this is what we were already doing before. So we will check the gender of noun. Okay, I have, let's say for example, I want some other word from this one. We wanted tables. Okay, let's go for tables. Table, is it a male or female? Oh, it's a female word.